Hello, my friend, hello. And my first baby is here. This is Teddy Hilton. So much good stuff to get to today. We are talking Tekashi 6ix9ine. Should he be forgiven? Also, more drama with Chrissy Teigen. A scandal involving Mary-Kate Olsen of the Olsen twins. Do you guys remember her? Plus, Ellen DeGeneres, Mean Girl. Prince Harry, Johnny Depp, Katy Perry, G-Eazy, Anderson Cooper, Melissa Etheridge, and so much more. Mwah! But first, thank you for watching. Hello there, Ches, Jeanette, Lexi, Crystal, Allie, Susan, Steph, Paola, Finley, Fiona, Pamela, and everybody else. Kylie Kincaid. Delicious. I'm basically eating a tomato soup. Not really. I'm not used to this kind of tea. It's hibiscus tea. Have you guys had hibiscus tea? Apparently it's good for fasting. It's part of this program that I'm doing. For those of you that kept asking, it's called Prolon. Prolon is the name of the fast that I'm doing. It's not really a fast. It's just not a lot of food. You know, it's like 2 powdered soups a day, a bar. Today I'm having even less food than yesterday. I'm just pretending that it's all good. It was gifted to me. I'm not getting paid to plug this. It's like a cleanse, really, not a fast. But they do call it mimicking fasting. Holy craminy. I went online and I searched how much this Prolon is. $250. A 5-day program, $250. That's not cheap, Anneli Lopez. I'm cheap, but thus far, I don't know. I guess I was hoping for like miraculous results. I'm 3 days in and I don't feel any thinner. I don't look any thinner. But I'm not really doing it for that. I'm realistic. You know, I spent close to 2 months packing on the weight, and it's not going to come off like that. For me, this was really just a reset mentally and physically, and a flush, and to get myself back on track, which I am. I am excited, Matthew J. Evans, to be on the healthy side of life again. And I have to start off today by just acknowledging something really sad that I read just before going live. Melissa Etheridge is this trailblazing, iconic, pioneering, openly gay musician. In the 90s, there weren't that many of them. News broke, Kylie Kincaid. Thank you for the super chat. Kylie Kincaid and I had a good DM exchange earlier today. I give good life advice, I think. Melissa Etheridge's son passed away. He was just 21 years old. The family did not reveal a cause of death. They just said on her Twitter account, quote, "We're sad to inform you that Melissa's son, Beckett, passed away and there will not be a Concerts from Home show today." She had been going live regularly in quarantine. I think it's only human nature to speculate, given that he was so young. Most 21-year-olds don't die of natural causes. This really is a good tea. I'm gonna have to start drinking hibiscus tea. I like it because it's kind of tangy. It does taste like a tomato soup. Anyways, I mean, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to, like, I'm sure a lot of you are speculating what I'm speculating. All I'm saying, Queen J. Ray, is it's natural to to think, oh, what was the cause of death? It could be whatever. There's a few options that are the most likely. One is it may have been him taking his own life, or the other one may have been an over, dose. Or it could have been something else. If it was a tragic accident, I feel like they would have said that in the statement, but they didn't. And that's okay. They don't owe us anything. This kid wasn't a public figure. Thank you, my fam, Queen J. Ray. Appreciate you so much. All right, I want to keep it moving. But from one iconic lesbian to another, Ellen DeGeneres continues to get negative headlines that she is... Wait, is that confirmed, Canelo fam? Wait, let me see. Oh, wait, Melissa Etheridge literally just 4 minutes ago sent out a statement. Today I joined the hundreds of just 4 minutes ago. Today I joined the hundreds of thousands of families who have lost loved ones to opioid addiction. My son, Beckett, who is just 21, struggled to overcome his addiction and finally succumbed to it today. He will be missed by those who loved him, his family and friends. My heart is broken. I am grateful for those who have reached out with condolences, and I feel their love and sincere grief. We struggle with what else we could have done to save him. And in the end, we know he is out of the pain now. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for the super chat and for that cute sticker. Really appreciate you, Ronnie. Hi, Brian Ray. Good to see you. Let's cleanse this. Yes, somebody mentioned Crystal. Crystal's here, but let's take a look just for a moment. All right, we're back. All right, from one iconic lesbian to another, the reports of Ellen DeGeneres being a mean girl persist. My skin is looking good today. Although, Greg Miller, good to see you. Although I've got these lines, God, getting old. The lines start to become more prominent. It's fine. When the time comes, I will be all about the Botox. I think I'm still a few more years away. But I'm starting to think it. Thank you again, Greg, Queen J. Ray, and Ronnie. Appreciate you. Ain't no shame in the Botox game. All right. And I'm not going to use it for preventative measures, whatevs. Yeah, I wanted to do the hair differently today, just in a different mood. Ellen is on the cover of the new issue of Us Weekly. And it is not very flattering, to say the least. The headline reads, "Is Ellen a monster?" Haley Sharp, I send you love and light back. I'll get to Tekashi in a second. This is so good. Especially because it's warm. It is like I'm eating a soup. Or maybe I'm just that hungry. Thank you, Samantha Marie. According to the magazine, Ellen is at the end of her rope. She thought this was all sour grapes from a few haters, but it's not a passing thing. The hits just keep coming. Here's some tea. On my private Facebook page, I have one, it's no big deal. A lot of people that are actors have private Facebook pages for their friends, or they'll have private Instagram accounts for their friends in addition to the public one. I don't have a private Instagram, but I do have a private Facebook because I'm old and old people use Facebook. I shared this story. Thank you, Kristen Bayer. Much love. I shared this story about Ellen on my private Facebook page, and some of my friends, whom shall remain nameless, then started sharing their personal experiences and their own stories about Ellen being nasty and a mean girl. In fact, one of my friends straight up called her cruel. Cruel. Ouch. Yes, Fiona. Facebook sucks. Ah, so good. Sorry if that noise was disgusting to those people that do not, misophonia or whatever. Anyways, I believe it. I believe it. All right, before I get to the Tekashi story, I saw in the comments, somebody said, wait, let me make sure. I don't. Oh, yeah. I already talked about that one. Okay, great. So I talked about Tekashi's location being outed yesterday. All good there. But there's another story to talk about today. And just to recap, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the P-file, and Snitch, the violent former gang member, was released early from jail and allowed to finish out the remainder of his sentence in home confinement because of the Rona, because he was in high risk, because he had some health issues last year. Matthew J. Evans. Thank you, Matthew J. Evans. Cheers to you, my friend. So he's back, and he's released a new song, and he, for some reason, is very You know what I'm going to speculate here. This is just speculation. I bet you there are some artists, Paola Gutierrez, thank you for the super chat. I don't even bet. I know there are some celebrities that are in bed with TMZ, and some of them probably even pay TMZ, like advertising. It would not surprise me if Tekashi is paying TMZ to write about him. These are difficult times. You got to make that money however you can, because TMZ writes about Tekashi so much. Way more than they really should. CC, thank you for the super chat, CC. And for some reason, Tekashi, upon his release, still has a large social media following. He's not been unfollowed by everybody. People are still paying attention to him. He went live on Instagram and had so many viewers. I think he may have broken the record for most viewers live on Instagram. I don't get it. His new song is not good. I listened to that and I'm like, whatever. Sandra Campero. Love you, Sandra Campero. Number one. Love you, number one. Thank you, Sandra Campero and number one. I don't like him either, Erica. In an attempt to garner positive publicity for himself, Tekashi attempted to donate $200,000 to this children's charity called No Kid Hungry. And the charity rejected his money. They said no. Loretta Contreras. Thank you, Loretta Contreras. No Kid Hungry released a statement saying, as a child-focused campaign, it is our policy to decline funding from donors whose activities do not align with our mission and values. And then Tekashi took to Instagram to complain about that. What do you guys think? Should they have accepted his money? I actually say yes. I say yes. Come on, if Harvey Weinstein, they probably didn't accept it because it wasn't a crazy amount. But let's get real. If Tekashi 6ix9ine wanted to donate $5 million to No Kid Hungry, they would have accepted that. They would have, without a doubt. They would have accepted that. Greg Miller, thank you. I don't think he should have snitched, but he did because he didn't want to spend a lot of time in jail. They didn't accept it because it wasn't a large enough amount. And for those of you curious, it's Madonna on my shirt. I have more Madonna t-shirts than anybody on the face of the planet. Tekashi is Latino, Fiona. Latino American, born in the US, I'm pretty sure. I think from New York. Let's see. Yeah, in Bushwick. It's also crazy that he's so young. Oh my God, he's only 24 and already lived quite a life. Thank you again to Matthew J. Evans for the super chat, and Cece, and Sandra Campero, and number one, and of course, Greg Miller, and everybody watching, thank you all. Accepting his money, it's not blood money. I mean, maybe it is blood money, literally. He might have been a blood, but I would have accepted it because that could have done a lot of good for kids. And accepting the money doesn't mean that you are co-signing him. It doesn't mean that we forgive him for his past mistakes. People can redeem themselves, and this is one step in that process. Although, from what I've seen on social media, this dude, he's bragging about this watch and bragging about money. Not exactly screaming, I'm a changed man, I would say. There we go. I don't know. I wanted to show more hands. I feel like that's better. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of his. I don't forgive him for all the things he's done. I don't like him. It is what it is. All right, speaking of updates, I gave you that update on Tekashi 6ix9ine, an update on Chrissy Teigen. And I'm getting to marry Kate Olsen, don't you worry. Chrissy Teigen, after being blasted by this food writer for the New York Times that she looked up to, now is being accused of stealing recipes. And in typical Chrissy fashion, Chrissy Teigen is so much like me. I see a lot of myself in her. We both are very opinionated. We both are gorgeous. We both are very funny. And we both speak our mind. Although I'm better looking than her. No, I'm only kidding. We both also are social media addicts. We are. Chrissy Teigen is a social media addict. I am a social media addict. Chrissy saw somebody tweet her, accusing her of stealing recipes from this chef Mike, and she responded to that person. She responded on Twitter. Like me, Chrissy spends a lot of time on Twitter as well as other social media platforms, and she engages. She denied that she stole any recipes or ideas from Chef Mike. She claims she doesn't even know who this person is. God, it's still so sad about Melissa Etheridge's son. Like, how does one even die of an opioid overdose? Like, it's happening more and more. Do you have to take like 20 pills, 30 pills? I don't even know. Eric Sims, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Eric Sims. You are a 25-year addict, Crystal Faith. Wow. You made it. You made it through. God bless. Thank God you're still here. I don't know. Do I believe Chrissy stole some recipes? Sure. Or was inspired by. But do I also believe her that she's telling the truth? Okay. I don't see any concrete evidence thus far that this alleged person, this Chef Mike, came up with any recipes specifically. So I'm going to give Chrissy the benefit of the doubt here. Matthew J. Evans in my best Oprah voice. Thank you, Matthew J. Evans. And thank you again, Eric Sims, for the super chat. You guys rule. I love my Oprah voice. Oh, my God. Oprah Winfrey! Thank you, Sunset. All right. Today, Khloe Kardashian was trending because people were speculating that she is pregnant with baby number 2 from Tristan Thompson. And not just speculating, also sharing very harsh opinions, calling her all sorts of things. To the point where Khloe understandably saw that she was trending and went to Twitter to respond. She said, quote, "I don't go on social platforms much these days, and this is one of the main reasons as to why I stay away. The sick and hurtful things people say. I am disgusted by so many things I am seeing." Thank you, Roxanne. I haven't even heard of the TikTok Autism Challenge. What is that? I haven't seen that. "I am disgusted by so many things I am seeing. Shaking my head. People swear they know everything about me, including my uterus. Sick. The nasty things you're saying about me over a rumor. I have seen so many hurtful, despicable stories and tweets about me over a false story. And if it were true, it's my life, not yours. Funny how picky and choosy some people can be with who and how you feel others should live their lives. I believe people should focus on their own lives, families, put energy into bettering the scary world we are currently living in, and try projecting positivity as opposed to nastiness." Stay off social media. Hey, Sarah Boland. Khloe Kardashian is no saint either, but I'm not going to even say what I was going to say. I'm not going to drudge up all of the nasty things that she has said about others on social media. And she's said that, oh, whatever, I'll say it. And, Khloe Kardashian has talked a lot of smack in the past. Hopefully, seemingly, she's moved on and is not doing that anymore. But from, Jordan Woods to, remember when she went on a vicious attack of Chloe Grace Moretz, who might have been a teenager at the time, or maybe not. How old is Chloe now? Chloe Grace Moretz. is 23. She may have still been a teenager. So many others that Khloe has talked trash about. God, this is so good. Wait, I gotta let it go down so it keeps seeping. But, I get her point. Loretta Contreras. Love you, Loretta Contreras. But she should heed her own advice. If she's bothered by what she's reading, don't read it. Stay off social media, I say to her. Okay? Okay. In other trending news, if you guys have not heard, Mary-Kate Olsen has filed an emergency order to divorce her husband, her much older husband. She, I think, is what, 30 years old? Let me see how old Mary-Kate is. Can you believe she's 30? She is 33. Oh my God, older than that. Mary-Kate is 33. And her husband is, I believe, in his 50s. He's 50 years old. He will be 51 at the end of the month. Mary-Kate tried to file for divorce last month, but New York courts are currently not accepting new divorce filings other than emergencies. I did not know that. God, Sister Rona is really affecting everything. The courts are not doing virtual hearings only for emergencies because of the situation that we are in. Well, it's developed into an emergency situation. Her nearly 20 years older husband is attempting to kick her out of the place they share in New York City. Wow. Mary-Kate claims that her attorneys were emailed from her husband's attorneys this week, giving her a May 18th deadline to move out of their place. She also claims that he terminated their lease without her knowledge and that she's asked him to give her until May 30th. That seems very reasonable. Sarah McGowan. We were chatting on Instagram earlier today. I love this. I love talking to you guys on all different social platforms. Here, Twitter, Instagram. I love that you guys follow me everywhere. You guys are amazing. So that's sad and unfortunate. She's also got the money, though, to be able to afford to stay in a hotel right now and pay for professional movers to pack all her stuff up and leave. Cece, thank you again, Cece. God bless you. Appreciate the view, Alina. I'm also good at this, what I do. All right, in more legal news, Johnny Depp has accused the Sun newspaper in the UK of hacking his phone for over a decade. And I am so hungry right now. Diane World, thank you. I'm starting to get a headache. I got a headache last night. This is a real low-calorie diet I'm on. Not diet, cleanse. You can do it, though. In addition to this, they gave me this liquid that you put in a large glass, container, whatever. And it's basically, you know how like the lemon water and the cayenne pepper thing? I think it's basically their version of that, like a natural appetite suppressant. I don't know, whatever. I'm still hungry and I got a bit of a headache. Thank you again so much, Diane World. I don't think you've ever super chatted before, Diane World. Appreciate you. And Eric Sims and Matthew J. Evans. Oh my God. Thank you, Matthew J. Evans, again. You legend. Matthew J. Evans, my friend across social media. Thank you. VIP Fram. All right. Johnny Depp is suing them. Blah, 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 blah. hacking his phone for over a decade. Isn't Johnny Depp struggling financially? Last I read, he had some major money issues. I don't know for sure how much he has spent, but if I had to guesstimate, I would say with all of his multiple lawsuits against Amber Heard in multiple cities, in multiple countries, and multiple legal issues, not just with Amber Heard, on the very conservative side, he must have spent at least $5 million in legal fees, probably 10, if not more. Do you guys know how much lawyers in Los Angeles charge? Like an average lawyer will charge $300 an hour. His lawyers are probably charging him $500 an hour. $500 an hour. I hope one of my kids becomes an entertainment lawyer or a divorce lawyer, an entertainment lawyer. I hope one of my kids becomes... Are entertainment lawyers happy though? Mine is, I think. Is he? I think he is. I don't know. But I'd be very happy. Well, all I wanted for my kids to be happy. But entertainment lawyers, gosh, $500 an hour. Can you believe that? $500 an hour. Holy smokes. So we'll see what happens with that lawsuit. Katy Perry took to Twitter to explain that she is feeling depressed. She says, quote, "Sometimes I don't know what's worse, trying to avoid the virus or the waves of depression that come with this new norm." The virus. Duh. Having the virus is worse because it's potentially fatal. But then again, depression is potentially fatal as well. Both are bad. Hi, Hillary. I made the mistake, such a mistake. I made the mistake of reading a speculative piece today. A speculative piece is an article that is a what if or a possibility or a maybe. The head of WHO, the World Health Organization, said today that we may be living with the Rona forever. We may be living with the Rona forever. Just like we've been living with HIV forever, seemingly, since the 80s. That's fine. I read another great article in the New York Times. If you guys are feeling sad or depressed, read this article. Let me look up the headline for you. The headline is "How Pandemics End." Google that. How pandemics end. It's in the New York Times. I read it, and you know what? It's not always a cure. A cure is not always the end of a pandemic. Society decides when a pandemic ends. You know, in the 80s, at the beginning of the AIDS crisis, people did not know much about AIDS, and there was a lot more fear and uncertainty. Then, as we got more information and treatments for HIV and AIDS, viewing it as a pandemic ended, right? So, I think a lot of us are probably already over the Rona. A lot of us are probably like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go back out into the world and deal with it. But I am happy that I am feeling much better this week. Going out for my walks really helped, and not eating junk nonstop from morning to night also really helped. And also not drinking a lot really helped. Thank you again, Diane World. Appreciate the super chat. All right, let's keep it moving. I was so bummed to read this today. Manuel. Do you guys remember Manuel from America's Next Top Model? I love Manuel. I consider him a very good acquaintance. I have his email. I have his phone number. We always love to chat whenever we catch up. It's Mr. J and Miss J. Also, Miss J is a good pal of mine too. Mr. J is coming out with a novel based on his experience on America's Next Top Model. And it's basically, he should have just turned it into a tell-all because it's going to be telling all in the novel. But in advance promo of this book, he reveals that he and Tyra Banks don't have a relationship anymore. He says the last time he saw Tyra was in 2017. Manuel says, quote, over the past few years, we've emailed. To be very honest, we really have no relationship to speak of, which is really sad. Aww. I love Tyra. I have done so much with Tyra. Tyra has been so good to me. But we were never close like Jay was. Tyra had me on her talk show. Tyra had me on America's Next Top Model. Tyra had me on her movie, Life Size 2. She's only ever been amazing to me. So, relationships fizzle out. It happens. I've had my fair share of those. All right, on to lighter news. According to Vanity Fair, Prince Harry doesn't have any friends in Los Angeles. And I would consider Vanity Fair to be a reputable publication. Prince Harry, if you're watching this, and I know that Meghan is, I will be your friend, Prince Harry. You need another queen in your life. Me. I'm such a dork. My head is throbbing right now. I'm going to have some Aleve and a coffee when this is over. And I know that when I wake up tomorrow, I just have 2 days left. And then on Saturday, I can go back to eating healthy and having a hard-boiled egg and a salad and chicken strips and blah, 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 blah. Oh, God, Louise. This was really good, though. I'm going to have to start buying hibiscus tea more often. I don't even know how many calories are in this thing. Probably, if I had to guess, I'm probably doing like 600 calories a day or something. I looked at the nutritional information of the soup. The soup has 110 calories. I'm taking 2 soups a day, 110 calories each. The drink that I'm drinking, which is like, the cayenne pepper, honey, whatever, 100 calories. So that's 330 calories. I'd had a bar today. That's probably 200 calories. So that's like, I'm guessing it's less than 600 calories a day. That was a good idea. Oh my God. Somebody said I should put ice and berries in a blender and make a low-cal slushy. No, I'll do that on the weekend, but I could put the tea with ice cubes. Isn't that a good idea? Let the tea get to room temperature and then put ice in it. Thank you, Haley Sharp, for this super chat. I love you, Haley Sharp. All right, some film news. Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld is blaming Marvel for there not being another Deadpool movie. According to the creator of Deadpool, Marvel doesn't want you guys to see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool anytime soon or at all. They have not announced plans for another Deadpool film. Focus. Focus. Keep it moving. It also feels so hot in here right now. I drank this tea hot, so anyways, I'm done with it. I'm like, I want more tomato soup. Some happy news, well, depending how you look at it, some couples news. Cara Delevingne's girlfriend of 2 years has already moved on. She's gone back to the D and has been spending time with G-Eazy, Halsey's ex, the rapper. That was real quick. Leads me to believe that Ashley Benson and Cara Delevingne had probably been broken up or having problems for a while. I don't know if G-Eazy is a good influence, though. He's got a lot of issues. That's all I'll say. In happier couples news, though, Ben Platt, the Dear Evan Hansen actor, is dating Noah Galvin, who also played Evan Hansen on Broadway. And he was on some sitcom. Does anybody know that sitcom that Noah Galvin was in? I don't remember. Oh, Matthew J. Evans. You are a superstar, Matthew J. Evans. Thank you. And that is that, my fam. I'm calling it a day on YouTube, but I'm going to go live right now on TikTok. If anybody wants to join me on TikTok, I'm going live there. If you're not following me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok, okay? At Perez Hilton on TikTok. I love you. Share this video, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna have a coffee and some Aleve ASAP. I love you. Mwah. Eric Sims. Oh my God. Thank you, Eric Sims. Thank you. Coming through at the last minute. Thank you, Eric Sims. See some of you on TikTok right now. Bye.